Hello, welcome to CBIT. My name's Charles. Today we're going to be looking at how you can tidy up Unicenta OPOS once you've been using it for testing. Instead of having to redeploy everything, you can just run a few little commands and do some things within the OPOS software to get it back to where it needs to be, ready to start using it in a live environment. When you do your testing, normally you put on all your categories, or as many categories as you want, your products, and you'll start doing some testing with that to make sure that the software works how you want it to work. Once you've done all your testing and you want to put it back to a cleaner state, but you might want to keep certain things, like you might want to keep all your categories and your products. You might not. You might just need to clear up any sales which have gone through it and reset it so it's back to zero for all your sales, and all your tills all back to where it's zero again, so it's ready to be used in a live environment. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a few things. First of all, deleting categories and products from within the software, and also then we're going to be clearing up some of the database in the back end, and then finally we're going to be doing a bit more cleaning up on the system to clear out all of the products and categories using the back end instead of using the actual software, and what you need to do to put in the ones which are missing again. Some of these are for slightly older versions to what we've got, but they should all work absolutely fine. So let's get into it. So this is just following on from our last demo which we did. So we've done our basic configuration. I'm just going to log in as the administrator. As you can see, we've just got a couple of things in here. We've got some hardware, and we've got an AMD CPU, and we've got a custom PC in there as well. That's all of the items we've actually got, but we've got a few categories, just a couple of demo items. So to tidy these up, if you've got the wrong item in there and you want to get that cleaned up, open up the menu, go to stock, and you can see you've got your products and categories here on the top left. We're going to go to our products first. You just select the item that you want to either edit or delete. Okay, so if we want to delete products, you would have thought that the easy way of doing it is to go into the products option, selecting the product and clicking delete. It says record deleted, but if you click on save, record not set. So by the looks of it, this is not something we can actually do. So it's not as easy as actually going and deleting it, because it is still there. I'm just going to see if I can delete one which hasn't actually been used. Okay, so you can delete a product if it's not been used or sold within the software. In sold within the software, it is referenced on tickets and items like that. So the way we can get around that is by cleaning up the database first. You can then go through and tidy up the products that you want to tidy up. So can't delete the pens at the moment. So again, won't let us do it. So there's not a lot I can do on there. I will show you what we need to do on the back end, and hopefully we'll then come back in here and be able to delete the product. Categories. Again, we can go through, and I am going to select AMD graphics card. I'm then going to delete it, press the trash bin, and then click save, and it takes it out. As you can see, it's deleted that particular category, so you can tidy up your platform for what you need. But if I go to my edit sales and I search, I'm going to chuck it back a year and just search for everything which we've done on here. As you can see, we've got these items here, which are all pens for £1, I can see, and this one will be a custom PC. They've all got their ticket number, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the receipt number or ticket number of that particular item. Receipt number 4. When you're doing once you've done your testing and you want to make it live, you might want to get rid of all of this. You might not want to have any previous sales in here. That way it doesn't mess up any of your end of sales or month ends or anything. It just makes it a lot easier to get running. So we're going to tidy that up as well. But I wanted to show you that we have got them in there. So what we'll do now is we will come out. We're now going to start making the changes for what we need. If you followed our previous tutorial, you should already have the software installed ready to do this. So what you need to do is you need to open up the MySQL folder and MySQL Workbench. This is where you set up the database initially. And as you can see, we've already got our connection in here. So I'm just going to connect to it. If I put the right password in. Again, as you can see, put the wrong password in, it doesn't let you in. And we are now in the management of the MySQL database. If I click on schemas and the Unicenta OPOS database, you can see all the tables in here which are already been in here. So we've got loads of bits and bobs in here. You can see what everything's in, but you don't want to start messing around. What we need to do is we need to go in and actually tidy it up. So as you can see at the top here, it says query 1. This is where we're going to just start making our changes. And all we do is we just need to type in the following commands. This will tidy up the sales and things like that, not touching the products at the moment. So I'm going to start typing in the word. You see, I'm going to type in the word delete. And as I've started typing it, it's come up with an option for me for autocomplete. All you do is you just click tab for auto delete. Again for from. And I'm going to do ticket lines. But it needs a few. So I just need to double click the database so it knows which one we're working on. Delete from ticket lines, then semicolon. I'm not going to type everything in yet. I'm going to show you what happens if I do this. We've got the little lightning icon, and what this does, this will actually run the query which we're doing, which is telling it to delete basically everything from the ticket lines. If I click that, you'll see at the bottom we've got an error. So it's telling us the action was delete from ticket lines, which is what we asked it to do, but there's an error code. Because the database is protected, you can't just run a delete from ticket lines. You have to specify a bit more information, or you make a change to the database permissions. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a change to the database permissions. And to do that, we go to Edit, Preferences, go to the SQL editor. Down at the bottom, we've got Safe Updates. So this rejects updates and deletes with no restrictions. What we're going to do is we're going to untick that, click OK, then we're going to close our connection, connect again, and if I run that now, it will run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the other bits which we want to delete as well, so we only have to do it all at once. So we want a new line. Delete from tax lines, semicolon. Delete from, take previous one. Tickets. Colon, semicolon, then delete from payments, semicolon, delete from seats, delete from shared tickets, semicolon, delete from stock diary, semicolon, delete from closed cache, spell it right, semicolon, and then we're going to do an update stock current set units equals 0, semicolon. If you forget the semicolon, it won't run that command and it will get a bit messed up. So you need to remember to put the semicolon at the end of each command in each line. So we're deleting a lot of things to clear out the tables, and also we're going to set all the stock current to 0 on these ones. So I'm now going to run by running the lightning icon. As you can see, it's deleted everything for what we had in there. They're all successful. So what we can do to check that, I'm going to go back into the Till software. I'm going to sign back in. I'm going to go to the edit sales where we were before. I'm going to search on the exactly same criteria as what we searched before. No tickets found. So it's gone through and it's cleared out all of your old testing things on that. It hasn't oh, that's the one I deleted. Hasn't deleted PC which was on here. That's still there. And if we go to stock, products, we've still got the pens and the custom PC. Because we've deleted all of the items from the previous sales, we now should be able to delete the item from here. So I've selected pens, click on the delete and click on the save. Okay, we still can't do that. There might be something else where it's linked to it. So, because we can't do it that way, what we will do is we will now actually delete it from the back end. So we can now run a few more commands and a few other bits. We haven't done anything with the receipts yet. What we do need to do is reset all of the receipt information so it starts in the right place again. So we're gonna update tickets. I can't spell. Why is that not? There we go. I couldn't spell. Update tickets none. Set ID equals 1. So Unicenta starts at 2. So we have to set it at number 1. So it will then know that the next item is number 2. Don't know why it does that, but it does. Update tickets num refund. Set ID equals 1. Don't forget your semicolon. Update tickets num payment. Set ID equals 1. Update pickup number. Set ID equals 1. So just going to run them. There we go. We've got 4 more successful items. So what we now need to do is delete the products. Problem is this will delete all of the products. And we might need some of those. So this is a resetting it back to an empty cart completely, an empty system. You might not want to do that. So you have to look at doing it another way. But what we're going to do is we're just going to clear out all of the products which we don't want, well, all the products and categories. If you're doing anything in the back end like this, make sure you've taken a backup of your system or backup of your database. So if you do mess up, you can restore. I've got a backup of this test platform, so if needs be, I can restore it back to how it was before I started messing around with this. So I can try different things. I would always make sure you do this before you start making any major changes like this. It'll take a few minutes to back it up, a full system backup that is. Take a few minutes to restore if you mess it up. If you don't do the backup, you're going to have to spend a lot longer fixing your issue. But I've got a backup in place, so I am safe and I have tested the backup. So I'm going to carry on delete from products.com. Delete from products cat, and I'm going to delete from products and delete from categories. Before I run this, I'm going to have a look at the build software again so you can see what there is. So under the products, we've got 4 items. We've got the service charge, which is XXX998, the XXX999, which is a 3-line entry. But say if we're doing the way we're going to be doing, we're going to lose everything. Same for the categories. We've got all of these will be deleted. So remember, make sure you've got your backup. You're going to be doing this. I'm now going to execute the SQL things. Okay, so we've delete from, so we've got a problem with one of the items. Delete from categories. So we've got one which might not have worked. So let's have a look where we are now. So let's go back into the build software. And let's go to the stock item first. We've got no products. They've all gone. Let's have a look at the categories. They are still there. That is the one which it failed on. So what is the error? Cannot delete or update a parent row. A foreign key constraint fails. Okay, so we can't delete the categories at the moment. So I've got a few more commands which I can run. So alter table products, drop foreign key products underscore tax cat underscore FK. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Give it a go. It has, but it's not done anything. Wait, I don't know if it has. Doing another one here. I'll put all of these commands underneath. I'm running that, and okay, supposedly that's done that. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, it's still not letting me delete all of the categories. Delete from categories. Okay. Delete from stock current. Delete from reservation customers. Delete from reservation. Close. Fine. Delete. Okay, so let's see if I can make a change. Alter table categories, drop foreign key categories. Categories underscore FK underscore 1. Okay. I believe that's just deleted the categories. One stock or no categories. Okay, so we need to alter the table before we can actually remove the categories, which is alter table categories, drop foreign key categories underscore FK underscore 1. You run that, and then you can run the delete from categories. That's deleted our categories out as well. So that's tidied up our products, but a bit too many. So what we need to do now is we need to put some bits back in. So got a fair bit of text to type in now. I will put this on the bottom of the video, so you don't need to start typing it all out. So we're going to alter table products, drop foreign key products underscore tax cat tax cat. Okay. Alter table products dot foreign key products for FK underscore 1. Insert into categories ID name, I think parent ID, image, text, tip, cat go name, values. So what we're doing is just saying into this categories database table under the name of ID name column or whatever of the ID name, parent ID, image, text tip, and cat o name. I'm going to put the values. Okay. 000. Oops. Don't forget the brackets. Category standard, comma, null, null 1. So I'm just going to run these 3 for the moment and see where we get to. Okay, so the first one can't drop, I think, because I might have already done these. Take that one out, run that one, can't do that one. Yeah, so I've run those 2 first already. Okay, so these might need as you can see at the beginning of the line, we've got a little red cross showing that we've got some errors. Still got an error, so if I run that it won't work. I wonder if it's the wrong sort of speech marks. As you can see, they've got different colours now. So this is the one next to the number 1 key, which I'm typing in. Got a green circle, so that should now execute. Unknown column 000. That should be an ID. So let's have a look at the categories. Columns are, let's take that out. Okay, so by the looks of it, we don't need the bits on here. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay, so fix that. 1 row affected. Okay, so it looks like that's fixed it now. So if we have a look at the categories, we've got our category standard. That's in there now. So you have to put the column inside the single speech marks, but it's the one to the left hand side of the number 1. The values, the numbers don't have anything around it. The name, category standard, because it's got a space in it, we have to put it in double speech marks. And then for the other items, you don't need to put anything around it. So that's done that. I'm going to make, so yeah. So that's created our missing category. Now we need to put some another line now for product to get that right. You could just do this manually, but as we're in the back end, we might as well do it this way. Right, just bear with me while I get this all copied over ready. inserted into products. ID reference to that's fine. Got these values. I'm not expecting this to work, but of plans. So we've got insert into products. Out. So insert into products at product cat order values at, and then we've got altering a couple of the tables for the products. Let's see how many of these work. Okay, so somewhere in here, insert into products is kitchen in field list. We can check it because we can check the products, we can check the columns. So we've got ID, we've got reference, we've got code type, we've got name, price buy, price sell, category, tax cat, attribute set ID, stock cost, stock volume, image, ISCOM, IS scale. I don't know why it says IS kitchen, that should be IS constant. Yep. Print KB, send status, IS service, attributes, display, IS prints, XRP warranty. Okay. Now we've modified that, let's run it. Stock cost not be null. Stock cost. One, two, 4, 5, 6, 11. 11th item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11. So let's put a 0 in there. Stock volume cannot. Long, so change that one to 0. 1. There we go. Oh, okay, so it's done the first bit. It's done the insert into products, that one's fine. It's alter table, add constraint, that's fine. That bottom one isn't. But let's have a look to see what we've got now in our stock products. We've got our X999, test, barcode, test, be standard, pound in, high prices. .5, click save. There you go. It can add our test item in. I can see the default one, our test one. So we can delete stuff and we can put stuff back in. Okay, the only other thing that we could do from the back end now is do a bit more tidying up on the database for how often the till's been opened and things like that. So we can just delete from line removed and delete from drawer opened. Run both of those and that's been cleaned up. What we need to do now is go back in and go into our preferences, SQL editor, and pick the safe updates again. That way it will stop us from doing things accidentally. So in theory, your till is now back at a clean state, apart from the one item which I've just added for the test one. But I can easily delete that because it's not needed and it's not being used. So a nice clean till with nothing in it, no tickets, no previous things, nothing. It's all ready to go. We've now cleaned up the system and it is ready to be used in a live environment and get all your stock added in. So today we have looked at cleaning up your test platform ready to be used in a live platform, with the options if you wanted to clear out all the categories and the products. If you've got all the categories and products on a CSV, or the ones which you need, you can clean them all out, get everything cleaned up, the whole database, everything ready to go, and you just re-import the ones which you want. And that'll probably be the easiest and tidiest way of doing it. I hope this has helped some of you, and if you've got any queries, got our website below and you can click on there. You can contact us through our website or through YouTube on here. We'll do our best effort to help you. Thank you for coming, and I will see you next time.